Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back. This is the RLCS qualifiers. This is the final chance to make your way into the play-in here for RLCS Season 4. I am Unthink here in the casting booth with none other than Achieves.
And my hero, Unthink, as valiantly as you tried, you shall learn to tie the double Windsor knot yet. It's okay. You're still looking absolutely beautiful. I would like you better yesterday, but I can still tolerate it. Now, either way, it should be a good one. We've had a lot of really good matchups today. We're into the losers finals now, so we have entered last chance territory, and it's going to be really good.
Absolutely. So far, we have already completed one wave of the EU squads now, and it'll be the final wave here coming out of the losers bracket to see who's being able to go on into the 128-team play-in. So far, we can take a little bit of a look here at that. The winners brackets coming out of today. Chat Disabled, BX32, Warlocks, Seems Good, Pulse, Rare Penguins, Rocket 69, and Bot Squad. We've got a couple that came out of the lower bracket as well.
Yeah, of course, those are the people out of Wave O. That would be Above Esports, Warwolves, Observe Esport, Lemonade Esports. Man, that's a good one. Power Unlimited, Defiance, Crack Open a Cold One, and Fidelity. So this is Wave P, right?
Absolutely. Yep. So now we're hopping into Wave P. The winners brackets have already been concluded for them. That is the Bouncing Bad Boys, Kedrocks, Powsy, Yeah Let's Go, Shameless, Wild Force Sports, Beamed It, and Looking for Trouble. So now we're getting into the lower bracket phase, and Achieves, this is their last opportunity in the last qualifier on the last day of the European opportunity to make it into the RLCS play-in.
Yeah, everybody playing for those spot in the 128. You only get the top 32 spots from each region for each qualifier. So it's going to be really tight. Both of these guys in the loser final. It's only a best of three. So little room for error. It's going to be a tough one. The first match that you and I are going to be doing, it will be Version versus Sinfonie. And let's see, who's on Version?
So for Version, we've got Ruffy, Valid, and Midoti. And then Sinfonie's got a pretty good squad as well.
Bakuni, ManP29, and Haggle. I think that's Hagi. Hagi? That has to be Hagi graphics. I don't know. People in Europe always confuse me. It's like the Niels Cook phenomenon. Like, there were 669,952 different ways to say his name.
Yeah.
And then Shogun said, it's pronounced this way. So I'll have to ask the people on Sinfonie how they want their name pronounced. Otherwise, I think I'm ready to go ahead and get in the game whenever you say so, buddy.
Getting ready to get cooking for this one. This will be a best of three again, Version taking on Sinfonie. This is the last chance for these teams. The winner of this one will move on to the play-in. The players have taken the field, and we are ready to get a brewing. Let's jump in here right now. Version and Sinfonie, game one. Feeling good, 5 minutes on the clock. Let's get real here for these players. Everything is on the line.
Everything indeed. Like already said, only a best of three. Starting off, such an important move here. You need to be able to generate a lot of kickoff pressure early. Make sure you get ahead nice and early. Feel good, as this is the last opportunity for you.
We're off now to a slow start, waiting into the blue zone for a baiting opportunity, but the challenge comes in. It'll be ManP's opportunity to push this one back through for his team. He's got Mira setting it back. He's got it on the wing. This is good control, holding on to it. He might be able to get it past both defenders. Midoti does drop it into the box. Dangerous territory, but the Europeans, they've got no problem adjusting accordingly and already back into the orange zone. A nice touch by ManP out to the wing for a short clear. So far, both teams taking their time, feeling out their opponents before they go in for the all-in effort.
Yeah, Sinfonie early on, they started pushing over onto that blue half, but they very quickly conceded that possession, making sure that they kept the rotations nice and clean, had plenty of time to grab boost and not getting caught out in any particular way. Ruffy with a bit of a tough save, but no problem out towards the corner.
Nice touch there by ManP to get the first flick in, but a good stop by the defender rolls this one back into the orange zone. Aggie Graphics tied away here with Vala. They're going to challenge each other through and into the blue. It goes, no time to waste. He's got the chance off the backboard. This might be a second touch. He doesn't get the right touch off the nose on that one, and it's back over into the corner. It sets up for a clear here for Version, who've got the chance. Valid up, almost. But Hagi, he's going to get the nice clear and set it up again for an offensive strike.
There's no shots on the leaderboard so far for Version. Sinfonie already registering 2, so perhaps a little bit better at getting those offensive scoring chances. But overall, Version doesn't really feel like they've been under a lot of duress. This is, like you said, definitely the game one feelers coming out.
Valid's got an easy takeaway here from Hagi. He can get it up the wing, but quickly stopped by Manpi, who sees the opportunity to build up some pressure if he can keep this one ahead of midfield. Hagi, oh no, that's it. This is the chance for the skee ball attempt. Almost rolls it through, but doesn't quite get the finisher, and Valid makes a successful clear after a second attempt comes in from the squad here from Sinfonie. So far, they have been the more aggressive team on the pitch right now, and they've got a pretty open chance. They had an open goal opportunity, but no one had the boost to make it happen. And another one, rolling in, Mira has been the third man back and has been taking every chance at stray ball attempts.
Yeah, he's been the third guy back for Sinfonie, but the bigger problem I'm noticing is coming from Version, because they start pushing forward a little bit earlier than I would like out of their own half, and that one just skids around Valid in the net. You'd think for sure that he was going to have this one.
He had the position. He actually turns on a dime to address this, but the air roll is unsuccessful on the turn just a mere second late. This is the kind of stuff that you see later on and you're saying, I was just 2 frames off. Need a better gaming chair. We are 1-0.
There's my DX Racer. Oh, gosh.
Exactly. Get you those extra frames, extra pixels as well if you can manage it. Midoti up. This is the chance here. Version going to equalize. They can't pull it through. Great attempt by Ruffy to turn it out, and now Manpi has a one-on-one chance against Valid, who will be able to get the clear through.
Yeah, I really like that play from Valid there. It's so easy to get too antsy playing on the line, holding off that dribble, and you just sort of, you don't realize how easy it is to actually go forward and challenge that ball, because he's already got position in the net. It's not too hard for him to come and make his car as big as possible. Did a nice sound job of making sure he stayed within himself.
Valid! Hello! Look at that! Mira a little bit closer back on the box, but still doesn't have the angle to make the stop.
Yeah, he kind of got caught a little bit going out into the corner boost. The only reason that he didn't make it back is because as soon as he picked up corner, he cut up field, having too much faith that his team was going to win that 50-50 out of the midfield. If he plays the safer route and goes back to his net after picking up that boost immediately, he's there for that save no problem.
Trust in team does produce a lot of good results, but you also have to have a valid trust. And there was a tough situation where it did not pan out.
Is that because Valid scored? Be honest, Anthony.
I didn't mean to, but I do like the way that one turned out. We're going to keep it going. 1-1 with 1 minute and 30 seconds. Valid again on the shot. Ruffy's too far up in the box. They're going to have to reset off of the play, and this might be a chance for Sinfonie to get it out of their zone. Sets it up. Here's Hagi. He's got Mira. Back in for a touch. Midoti has a play into the center, but this is very dangerous. This could be an easy turn for Hagi if he gets it up. No one for the follow-up coming in from Sinfonie. This is going to hold 1-1. Another opportunity thwarted, but simply because it's an offensive play by a single player.
Well, it kind of feels like the story for Sinfonie. I don't think we've really seen them have any super strong passing plays, but quickly, chance for Version here, and well defended by Hagi. Just kidding. Never mind. I thought he did a nice job shutting that down, letting his team get back. But Valid just very patiently out of the midfield, comes up, gets a little bit of support for Ruffy, and just reads the play nicely.
Very close finesse pass making the difference there. You have to cover 2 offenders coming in. It was a triple commit by the defense, though, and that's a great way to be able to play in with 45 seconds. Version is feeling confident, but this is not over yet as Sinfonie. They've certainly had the opportunities on the board. We're talking 8 shot attempts on target, only pulling 1 of those through. Version has picked up the pace a bit now on defense. They're holding on. Hagi has a chance, but can't get the direct attempt there at the corner of the box. And it'll be another setup coming through. Mira has a shot. This is going to be a lonely attack forward, though, and already pushed back by the Version defense. A second attempt comes in. They sort of shadow their own play on the attempt, Sinfonie, and they're coming in pretty slow on these, trying to see how they're going to be able to bait out the defense if possible. But Version, they're being extremely patient this attempt.
Yeah, Version don't have any reason to play super aggressive. That is a big miss, and Ruffy, nice job shutting down the angle. The final second ticked off the clock, and it's just a matter of bookkeeping for Version as they will walk into the victor slot in game number 1. I mean, honestly, I felt like Sinfonie did a better job controlling pace of play and getting opportunities over on that Version half. The only real problem was that it was this unsustainable version of that. Like you said, they were doing a lot of those... a lot of their shots came from one guy, not a lot of follow-through from Sinfonie. So I think that second man in the rotation is going to have to start playing a bit more aggressive, more forward, and the third man has to play further back to compensate.
I agree, and I saw there was a lot of that chance, hey, how can I get the breakaway opportunity? But playing it along the wing also sets up a chance for them to cut through at the midfield and be able to jump right back into that defensive stance, limited boost or not. They still have enough men back to force the breakaway to be kind of invalid. Version, though, they've done a great job on defense. Sinfonie now, they're going to need to step up. Their early game was strong in Game 1. Game 2 is going to be the difference maker for them because this is it. If we do see the Version squad hold on and play this one through, they will make it to the play-in. And Sinfonie now, their goal is to get this into a Game 3 scenario for the series. And into the corner, it shall go. 15 seconds deep, already in on an offensive strike. Sinfonie has the chance. They can't roll this one through. Midoti, Ruffy, they're back in. And this is a good chance now for Mira. If anyone will follow up, you can see now there's sort of like an all-in effort. They're hovering around the midfield, waiting for the pressure to push. But it's now a good chance for Version to see if they can get an overextension from the offense.
Yeah, it's such an interesting idea for them to all be playing so forward like that out of the midfield. You're only, 40 seconds in here to game number 2, and you're already saying, let's really apply the pressure to them. And it's like, guys, you still got to spread the field.
Almost. Ruffy can't get the corner. Valid's going to hold on. The pressure's still here. They're going to force their defenders to try to pick up boost in that corner and also challenge them off of the line. Ruffy attempts. There's already 2 in the stopping lane and back in. Maaaates, that's very dangerous. He's got to have a handoff there. It looks like Mira will be it. Midoti over. Close. Mira will make a second stop. This has been dangerous play here for the Sinfonie defense, but they've got a lot of confidence in their teammates' abilities.
Dangerous play for Sinfonie's defense, mostly, if you ask me, because Maaaates didn't let that ball go. He had a teammate behind him in the net who had a much better chance to get a long clear, and it resulted in an extra opportunity. But somehow, Hagi is like, you know what? This game is way too easy. I have 11 boost. I'm just going to hit the ball and score.
11 boost, no problem. And also the arc, I think they were expecting a backboard touch, and Midoti's actually up to try to block the second offender coming in. It's the right mentality, but sometimes you can't read exactly how that ball is going to fall, and gravity does the work for you. So 1-0. The minute and 30 seconds, and Sinfonie is feeling real fresh. And already an attack coming in from Version off of the second face-off of this match. This is potential. Oh, the bounce looked so good. That's going to be quickly pushed away by the defense. Into the line. Maaaates. You can get a shot set up here if you can get it back into center, but already the defense sees a chance to collect this at the midfield. They don't get the touch. Maaaates up and doesn't get the connection he's looking for. Good pressure by the defense to force him out of the opportunity.
Yeah, Midoti left the door wide open there, and that was a really quick answer for Valid and Ruffy. They had to get back and make sure that they didn't go down 2-0 here, as they already are 1 game up. They only need 1 more to move on to that final 128, but one little positional error like that could cost them here as we approach halftime in game number 2.
Midoti in the corner. He's got another shot here with Hagi, who will be able to play it away, but again, they've got 2 men up on the wing. They're waiting for the first touch, take the boost, play into the second. Here's the third man. Midoti up just a bit late. He can't get the line up on the top of the 18, but he had the right idea to be there. They've got the setups. Can they get the connections? It's Midoti back into center. This will be a clear here for Sinfonie, who has it along the wing. That's a little bit of a dangerous second touch. One to deflect away from the defenders, but also setting it up into a center play. Puts it in a position here for the offense to collect. And Version up again. Ruffy, Midoti, almost valid. He can't get the finish. 2 defenders coming in for the counterplay. Ruffy quick on the stop. The defense making the right moves there, but Version, they have the execution, the chance, and that is it. Ruffy pulling it back in. Last second touches, 1-1.
Yeah, very patient play out of the midfield. Tough touch there from Hagi. I mean, if he just leaves that ball, and wait, did Hagi get the boost in the corner? He did not. His teammate got it. That's why he didn't make it there. So a tough break for Sinfonie. They did a decent job challenging, just unfortunate coordination on who needed that corner boost. They come up empty.
A tale of boost and ball has typically been the storyline of many mistakes in Rocket League, and this is yet another one. A minute and 30 seconds, 1-1. We're back in it now. Again, Version's last chance, if they want to play this one out, avoid overtime and take it 2-0. But Sinfonie, they are confident. They would love to take this into a Game 3 scenario and back in on the offense. Maaaates, he's close. Valid's got the chance forward. Mira, possibly with Hagi. This looks good if Ruffy can get a touch on it, but already Maaaates sees the midfield control there. We'll seize the day with enough boost to play this one out against Midoti, who's got the touch successfully. The backboard potential. Hagi, And that is the self-pass that you want in the mirror, and that's 1-2.
That is exactly what you want in the mirror, as you put it, because huge advantage of position there for Hagi. To be fair, he didn't have ball cam off. He was just tunnel visioned on making sure he got that read off the top corner. But that play is still so difficult for anybody in the net. Nice job from Hagi. Good, solid timing. They take the lead back.
This is smelling more and more like a Game 3 scenario. And the play-in putting everything on the line. Mira has a chance they can get close to this one. Version's got 1 minute. If they want to play this into an overtime scenario, they've got to get a little bit more aggressive. Right now, the pressure has been building considerably by the Sinfonie squad, and they haven't had much chance to get past the midfield. And then again, Hagi! That's going to secure a 2-pointer, and that is a very, very strong feeling to have when you're in the last 40 seconds of this match.
And the hat trick too, of course. Once again, Ruffy pushing out there out of the net, didn't have a lot of boost, didn't feel confident trying to play defense with only, 20 to 30, and said, you know what, I have time to get boost. And as you so eloquently put it, another tale of ball and boost.
Mira's got the flick. Can he get it? Oh, it's so close to sticking it. Hagi's in again. He's got to get another one. And that is 4 for Hagi graphics. Unreal.
Look at the congealment of this blue team out in front of the net. They're like, wait. We need to clear. Oh my gosh, how did we mess this one up? And nobody knows what to do because they're all right next to each other, and they just concede a goal right off the kickoff. Game 2, pretty much a whitewash at this point. And the big difference for me this time around, Sinfonie have a bit more of that sustainable offense. Sure, Hagi's been the one putting all the balls in the back of the net, but he's got a little bit support, applying extra opportunities for Sinfonie this time around.
Hagi has the support behind him, and also just being able to continually pressure. This is working wonders for him. You watch again, Hagi, this is the 3rd time we've seen it. He steals that corner boost. He builds up a lot more confidence for his team, and everyone can then collapse on the box, knowing the defenders don't have enough to make a clear and a successful counterplay, at least from that particular side. Giving yourselves a lot more chances for map control has been key, and that is exactly the strong force that Sinfonie put forward here. Now sitting at a 1-1 for the series. Hagi graphics putting him on his back.
And let's see here. We have to think about what happened in game number 1. The only reason that Sinfonie came up short in that game, like we talked about, they didn't quite have the sustainability of their pressure. Game number 2, they got exactly what they wanted. They were able to apply a few extra opportunities, convert a significant portion of them, as you said, due to Hagi going 4 goals with 6 shots, so an insane job shooting the ball. Helped along a little bit by Version sometimes flubbing the defensive end of things. But either way, game number 3, you have to think about what Version has to do now. And it becomes a game of winning the 50-50s out of the midfield. Because at this point, they didn't do terribly on their own side of the ball. It's just limiting those extra chances that Sinfonie gets, I think.
They can shut down a little bit of that effort along the wing. I mean, I think that the questionable pickups of boost on the defensive side, they're going to have to be smarter about that as well. They were completely starved out of certain opportunities, and that forced them to play their hand in the box. This is going to be their chance to be able to turn that back around. They've got a fresh start now, and it is 1-1. The winner of this match moves on to the play-in, and they are going to be moving forward with their RLCS road. And the loser shall go home. This is the last chance. This is the last stop here for RLCS before you have to give up and wait till next season. Midoti attempts up Mira. Blocked away. That's a good bump, but not the one he wanted. Just looking for the ball. Found a player instead. Man-P Mira into the corner. He's got Midoti. We can play this one into Ruffy and Valid. Valid's at the top of the box waiting for the touch, but the defenders have already read that one through. Ruffy has a chance again. The pressure is on. This is good control for Version in the early parts of this game, but Man-P has a chance. Valid last second pull. He's going to get that one by mere pixels, and the score remains 0-0.
Yeah, I thought for a second Valid was about to go split off and grab boost. Turns out he was just taking the wide angle into the net to try and cover more of it in a horizontal fashion. I was about to say, please don't give another goal going for boost.
Top of the box.
Oh, just tip it. Tip it.
They're so close. There it is. That is it. Hey. And Midoti sees it and succeeds. He read that one a mile away. The defense is completely caught off guard by the turn-in from Valid.
Yep, very nice job there from Valid. Because it's very easy to see that ball hovering right there, try and do too much and blast one towards the net. Just does a nice, simple job, says, I'll leave it up high enough for my teammate, but the important factor isn't the height, it's the distance away from the defenders. There's no way that they can reasonably challenge that ball because they're just beat.
Oh, Mira. Oh, he bumps the player. Can he get the second touch? Midoti will get the clear out. That was very interesting to say the least. And now for a counterplay, already in full boost and ready to roll. Version squad is in on offense. This could be the chance for the overcommit. They've got Haggy. Manp's going to move to the top of the box. He sees the situation. The bounce is in. Ruffy, that's not the clear you want. Valid has to pick up the pace on this one.
Cut his teammate off.
Midoti. Mira. Almost. They can get this one in. Haggy's got to get through. This is the overcommit, though. They're both sides now are waiting for a play ahead of the midfield before they start making their counter, and this is it! Ruffy coming in for the last touch, and Valid, a great setup.
Yeah, this is the second time now. Valid's had some pretty good vision, so close to getting demoed by the Sinfonie crew as he cut that one across, and if he had, the offense surely would have stalled, but you avoid destruction, come up with a nice 2-0 lead, and Sinfonie kind of scratching their head saying, hang on, what did we do different last game? And honestly, the big difference I'm seeing... Not quite. The big difference I see is just that they're having a lot less success on the defensive side of things because they were able to stop those one-and-dones. We haven't really seen an extended offensive possession from Version yet. It's really just been the 1-2. And finally, Mira, able to apply some pressure off the back wall, is only one man back for so long, can only hold your ground.
This was a little bit of a handoff from Haggy, but I think he just got side of the car. Really Valid misclearing off of the backboard and getting into position on the line. Doesn't have the time to set up and wait for the second touch coming in from Sinfonie. And overall, that is exactly what Sinfonie has been waiting on to set up again. They need that second man forward. They need any kind of play close to the inside of the box. That's where they've been most successful, is on those short returns. And now we're just at the half and only 1 point separating these teams.
Oh, wow, you're kidding.
Closer and closer. Here it comes off the line. This is close here. Haggy. Gonna get the touch. It's into center. This is it for Manp, but Valid setting it away. Back through here for Mira, who might get a second chance. Again, the Manp Haggy combo here, hanging in with Mira. They've had a lot of success in the box, but now this one will be pushed away. So a nice demo here from Haggy.
And the boost is the problem right now. Version a little bit tight in the boost canisters. Oh, actually, no, they've all managed to pick up a little bit, but they're still under so much pressure from Sinfonie because Sinfonie was able to pick up a couple demos, steal a few of those corner boosts, made it really tough for Version to effectively pick up boost and push down the side of the field.
Oh, Manp didn't expect the bump off of the corner, and he's going to be stuck getting a little bit late to the play, but he takes the boost at the midfield, forcing Midoti into an awkward position. Haggy's got the chance to have it. It's incredible. What a play. No chance for the defender to get the over the shoulder.
Oh, a beautiful pass from Ruffy, and we saw Midoti have a couple shots like that last game, threw a couple of them off the crossbar, taking a page out of Inanimate J's book, and the only reason I say that is because Inanimate J is also a mariachi hat-wearing fellow, and Midoti says, yeah, I know Inanimate J sucks. I'm not a caster, so I can find the back of the net.
On the wing here. We've got 3-1 holding and feeling strong against Sinfonie right now. Version are looking forward to the play-in, but it's not done. Valid. Out to the corner. Another chance here. Haggy can get it close there. Oh, those are the ones he wins. He got 2 of those in the last game. We're not going to see a third here for this matchup. And getting close to the corner.
Kidding.
Unbelievable. Give this guy a couple tickets for that skee ball attempt. Takes it to the corner and gets the point.
Man, that's a really unfortunate happenstance if you're Manp, because it looks like you can make it no problem, and the ball's got just enough pace behind it. You're down by 3 with a minute left. It looks bleak if you're the Sinfonie crew right now. You don't have a lot of time to work with, and this is where you really start selling out, going for some insanely risky plays, and more often than not, it doesn't play out in your favor.
Oh, that's looking conservative on the line, and they're going to take it. 5-1, look at the angle.
I just want to appreciate this. Yeah, nice shot, Midoti. Good one. Do it again.
You gotta tape a protractor to your monitor to make something like that happen. 5-1 and only 1 minute remaining. Incredible play by Version. This sets them up for a very strong position. Valid! Oh, you carry it across the line like that, you're gonna get stung.
Yeah, you want to talk about just complete collapse. Everybody trying to sell out and grab some boost, and Valid just sat on that one. Says, you've only got one way to clear this ball, and it's gonna be through me. And it's real tough to go over an Octane right in front of your net.
You got to wonder, with 1 minute, maybe they're thinking, I got to get dangerous. I got to do unpredictable things, but it's also putting them in a position where they can't coordinate and expect the unpredictable things from their own teammates. And another one! What is this game?
It's a nice trip to South America with a pool and nice accommodating rooms is what it is at this point. Man P just... You gotta think he's rattled, man, because they were all playing decently well defensively through games 1 and 2. Of course, they lost game 2, but at this point, they've just put so many goals back to back to back that you're like, well, we're just done. And sometimes you lose the will to fight with 40 seconds left and down by 6.
Rarely does a chance at the play-ins also get your passport stamped for South America. 7-1 holds here for a strong Brazil, and 30 seconds. This will be the end of Sinfonie. And it's just been an incredible journey through this series in general. Version, who came out strong in the first game, struggled to compete in game 2 when Sinfonie was able to put 2 men forward in the box and get those close touches to make the difference. They have completely shut that play down in game 3.
Yeah, Version, a nice job all game long. Like we said, they had to limit all those extra opportunities that Sinfonie were able to get. Despite still being struggling for boost, they will destroy the nice free trip to South America. Their loss, to be honest. As I said, those accommodating rooms, very nice. But Man P with a bullet right from the top of the box. 100 kph. Tough to save from that close.
With only 7 seconds, the last moments of this match are upon us. And the play-in ever closer with only 4 seconds remaining. They're going to go ahead and get their computers ready for the next couple weeks, because they've got a lot of exciting Rocket League to play. Version will be moving on into the play-in here for Europe. And that was an incredible play here. Congratulations to both sides. Sinfonie putting up a very strong effort, especially in Game 2. But Version will overcome, and a very strong showing here in the late moments.
Yeah, and last game it was Hagi going 4 goals for 6. This time around it's Midoti going 4 for 5. And Valid, absolute setup monster, 4 assists. Those two guys, the reason Version came out on top. Ruffy doing a nice job, not trying to do too much on the defensive side of things. Let his 2 teammates take care of it. Make sure nothing sneaks through. And Version will move on to the brand new double elimination bracket over in the top 28. And now we look ahead to what we have coming up next.